So, welcome to Dream Bigger, our 21-day play for prosperity expansion of consciousness. This is establishing a waking ritual routine. We have some shared agreements for our program, and that is to increase joy and prosperity in our life by establishing a powerful waking routine that focuses our concentration, ignites our imagination, and puts us in a high vibration state to be invincible for the rest of the day. We get to pour into ourselves right in the beginning of the day, so we have plenty of energy. We can live in flow and then give from the overflow. So go ahead and set your own intention for the day. Today happens to be the full moon, and energy is already heightened around the full moon. It's going to be the full moon in just about 15 minutes, actually. It's going to be at its fullest. What is it that we desire to experience today? Acquire complete, perhaps learn, receive. You have a journal nearby, go ahead and write it down. What it is I really desire. With ease and grace, and for the highest and best good of all. How we get the most out of this program is how we get the most out of life. So, this is a good reminder to show up, be all in, play all out, and start from where you are, restart from wherever you're at. This investment is in you. You are the greatest investment that you will ever make. So the full moon is all about illumination, illuminating the darkness. And the reality is we have a source of light. Really, there is no source of darkness. When we walk into a room, we turn on the light because there is a source of light that we can ignite. There is no switch to turn on the darkness. Both the light and the dark are part of our experience. It's the illumination that is the natural state of being. And the same thing with love. Love is our natural state of being. And we're either in alignment with it, we're flowing it, allowing it to flow to us and then through us to others, or we're denying it. It is our natural state. So, what is it right now in our lives that is being illuminated? What was in the shadows or the darkness that is being brought to the light for us to be aware of, to accept, to transmute into the light, to alchemize with love? So, just as the full moon is shining bright light into the shadows, and there's this pull of truest truth with the full moon, the discomfort of darkness being brought into the light is just part of the process. And we get to relinquish control, and we get to relinquish with it what no longer serves us and acquiesce the control of what is beyond us, trusting all is working out for everyone's highest and best good. And so, in this spirit, we're going to go ahead and close our eyes. If we feel comfortable, or you can leave your eyes open and stare at a space out in front of you, and then soften your focus. Feet flat on the ground, spine straight, posture straight, chest open and elevated, shoulders rolled back and softened. Our hands in a mudra that feels comfortable for us. Resting on our lap. Our heads are elevated, rising up, much like a balloon. A helium balloon is floating up into the air. Our heads are effortlessly floating upward, straightening our spine, giving room for our breath to massage our body from the inside out, including our spine. Imagining as we breathe in our breath rising up, up, up from the base of our spine all the way up into our heads, and then cascading out all the way around us, 360 degrees, like a fountain. Our breath continues to circulate up through the soles of our feet, up through the center of our bodies, up through the center of our spine, and then cascading out all the way around us, imagining a balloon of energy 360 degrees around us, and the air just flowing along that curve, again back down into the ground, and then upward into the soles of our feet. And seeing, sensing, feeling a grounding cord from the base of our spine, going down into the earth, several 100 feet, or maybe 1,000, as long as needed and as wide as needed, the size of a grapefruit or a cantaloupe, or if we have a lot to release, maybe even larger. And as this breath circulates throughout our body, cleansing our lungs, cleansing each and every cell and each and every organ, anything that feels like debris, that feels foreign. We release and let go down the grounding cord to be transmuted with love and with light. And continuing to run the energy through our body and allowing some of that energy to spill right over into the grounding cord and flush, flush out anything that no longer serves us. The light of the sun is illuminating both us and the moon is radiating and illuminating even in the darkness. Golden light showers down, down, down into our bodies, into the crown of our heads. We receive, we receive, we receive insight, wisdom, that we do not need to learn in a book. It's the kind of wisdom that comes from living many, many lives, visceral experiences, and we receive that light, that ancient wisdom flowing down through the crown of our bodies, giving ourselves permission to know and allowing this light to flow throughout our body, activating each and every cell and each and every organ, with light. Now we are grounded in love. We are elevated in the light. And we merge these energies together, activating our core center in our heart, in our mind's eye, and all three of these spaces are connected with the cosmos and all of life, all that ever was, all that is, and all that ever will be. Exists within each and every one of us, down to the microscopic, to the macro scope. We are this powerful, and our source is emanating from within. There is nothing, there is no one that we need to protect ourselves from, because it is all us. There is no source of evil that is trying to get us. There is only a source of love that we are either allowing or disallowing. And there is only a source of light that we are allowing or disallowing. And the darkness is just as beautiful as the light. There's wisdom there too. Like we rest in the evening, our bodies renew and rejuvenate. When the light is dimmer, we have an opportunity to rejuvenate. And then some darkness comes in lessons, times where we feel alone or separated, but that's never true. It is an illusion. There's always a source of light to illuminate. We are that light. We are, in fact, all that is. We can remind ourselves that every time we experience or see or even imagine or recognize something that doesn't settle with us, it is still something that is us. I am that I am. Throughout the day, in the moment, we're perceiving things as separate from us, but truly we are one. I am that I am. What is it that is calling for our attention? What is it that is calling for light and love? We expand our capacity to love. We expand our light. Embrace it. And transmute it into love, into light. And we release and let go of control. And in our heart of hearts, we forgive ourselves for judging, judging others, and for judging ourselves. It's all the awe of it's all. And we get to observe life from the vantage point that everything is sacred, everything is divine. We're here to experience the awe of it all. And we are all on our own journey, our own perspective, our own vantage point. To share in this experience on a higher, deeper level, expanding our one source, our shared source of all that is, all that ever was, all that ever will be. So, like the moon goes through its phases of seemingly less lightedness and more lightedness, it's always whole. We call this the full moon, but it's always full of itself. Even when there's barely a sliver of light showing, it's still a whole sphere. As we are whole, always. And we are the light. The light we are. We are here to illuminate and shine bright light into the darkness, into the shadows, integrating every aspect into the light source that we are. And so it is, and so it shall be.